functions. Here, we did some prototype of our motherboard. Here, our designated task from our professor is to create a prototype of a motherboard that contains each main components of it. Firstly, what is motherboard? Motherboard acts as a central connection point for all the other components in a computer system, just like this, and this. Our first major component is a CPU socket, which is here, as you can see, inside of the CPU. It is the CPU socket. The CPU socket is a mechanical interface on the motherboard that allows the CPU to be physically connected and electrically connected without soldering here. In addition, it interprets and processes instructions from software and hardware, managing the flow of data to control the other components. Our next component is a RAM slot, which is here where you put the RAM. RAM slots on a motherboard are physical connectors that allow you to install memory modules such as RAM into your computer. They enable you to expand your computer's memory capacity, which is essential, very essential for running multiple applications, handling large datasets, and overall system performance. The next one is Southbridge. Southbridge is a crucial component on computer's motherboard that manages input and output operations and peripheral devices. It acts as a bridge between the CPU and various components that includes USB ports, audio devices, storage interfaces, and legacy buses. For the next one, since we got Southbridge, then of course we have Northbridge. Northbridge manages high-speed communication between the CPU, memory, and the graphics card or integrated graphics. It essentially acts as a traffic controller for data moving between these critical system components. Here is our Northbridge. Now, let's move on to the next component, which is the 24-pin slot, which is here, the white 24-pin slot on a motherboard is the main power connector that provides power from the PSU or power supply unit to the motherboard and its component. This connector ensures that the motherboard, CPU, RAM, chipset, and other onboard device receive the necessary power to function. For the next component is the Peripheral Component Interconnect Express Slots, in short, PCI slot. It is a motherboard that are physically connectors that allow you to add expansion cards to your computer. These slots are used to connect various high-performance components like graphics card, storage devices, network cards, and more, enhancing the capabilities and performance of your system. For the next one is the back panel connectors, which is here. Back panel connectors in a computer allows users to connect variety of external devices including monitors, keyboards, mouse, speakers, and more. These ports facilitate data transfer, power supply audio and video output, and network connectivity. For the next one, capacitors. Capacitors on a motherboard primarily function to manage power delivery and signal filtering. They store and release electrical energy and noise, ensuring a stable and consistent power supply to the CPU and other components. This basically contributes to overall system stability and reliability. The next one is inductors. Inductors primarily regulate and filter voltage. It ensures stable power delivery to crucial components like CPU and RAM. They act as energy storage devices, smoothing out voltage fluctuations and preventing damage from current surges. Last but not the least is the BIOS chip or Basic Input or Output System chip. BIOS chip on a computer motherboard is a crucial piece of firmware that handles the initial startup and configuration of the computer. It performs a power-on self-test, locates and loads the operating system, and manages the flow of data between the OS and hardware components. For our question and answer portion, our first question is, what was your initial design concept for the motherboard? Our first initial design is we based for a old motherboard, but then nilagay pa rin namin yung parts ng modern motherboards sa prototype namin. Meanwhile, yung ibang parts kasi sa lumang motherboard is not usable na nowadays. For our second question, how did you plan the layout of CPU, RAM, chipset, and etc.? The way we plan our layout is kumuha kami ng lumang motherboard, then mineasure namin yung bawat sukat ng parts and components so that when we are going to put the components inside the sa motherboard is accurate yung placement nila and itsura. For our third question in our question and answer portion, did you create sketches or diagrams for your prototype? Honestly, no. Hindi kami gumamit ng sketch or any diagrams sa pag-create ng aming prototype. Mainly because nag-base kami sa motherboards on websites. And for our fourth question, did you follow Earl motherboard layout or make your own? Why? No, because every motherboard has its own layout. So our layout is mix of old and modern motherboards for aesthetic purposes and pinaka-optimal way ng motherboard layout sa modern age right now. For the next one, what would you improve if you had more time or resources? Honestly, i-improve namin yung overall design and materials na ginamit namin sa prototype namin ngayon. Na if we have more resources and high quality resources, then ayun yung mas gagamitin namin to improve yung quality and durability ng aming prototype to make it more durable at the same time aesthetics. Last question. Would your prototype help a beginner understand how a motherboard works? Yes, for me. Kasi, na-show namin dito sa motherboard prototype namin yung exact parts na major components and parts na essential para mag-work ang ating computer and our motherboard itself. So, ayun. Nasasabi ko na mas makakatulong to sa mga beginner na maintindihan nila kung paano nag-work or gumagana ang motherboard at kasama yung overall components nito and how sila connected sa isa't isa.